CR England has a good and a bad reputation. Good reputation is because most of them are safe drivers, but from what I heard, they train you and then force you into a lease owner operator type program. I'm not 100% sure how true or accurate that is, but I'm not 100% sure if they're a good company or not, but I see them a lot. I honestly never seen them in an accident. I've only seen a couple of photos of them being in accidents, but most of the time when I see them on the road, they're 99.9% of the time, they're a safe driver. I have no complaints about them. They're courteous, they're friendly, and I usually don't have any issues with them. The only thing I've been hearing about is they try to, after you finish their training program, they try to force you into a lease owner operator program, and a lot of people lose money or go bankrupt because of it. I'm not 100% sure how accurate that is. If you're watching this and you're a driver for CR England, maybe you can actually fill me in on how their system works and how their driving system works. They usually run between 55 miles an hour and 60 miles an hour, but I've never seen them go over that unless they're an owner-operator pulling one of their trailers. Most of the time I see them doing 55. This guy here, he's doing about 58. So he's doing all right. Don't have any problem with CR England. Thought I was going to say something bad, huh? Nope. There are some drivers for some companies out here. I may say some bad things about them. Every company has bad drivers. I'm going to mention CRST because I drove for them. This is my ex-company. I have a lot of good things to say about them, but I also have a lot of bad things. I'm going to focus on some of the bad things. No, not pay-wise. I'm talking about driving-wise. The company I'm with now is JB Hunt. When they have a major accident, they mention it on the Qualcomm PeopleNet system. And they focus on how to correct that problem. The good news about JB Hunt, those accidents are few and far behind, or few and far apart. Meaning that it's very rare that you hear anything happening with a JB Hunt driver or company. Does it mean that we never have accidents? No. They do have accidents. They do have preventable accidents. They do have preventable things that happen to them. Why would I say this? CRST. I'm going to go back to them. It's one of the major flaws with them. They train drivers. Anybody that wants to get into trucking, I highly recommend CRST because they will definitely work with you. And the only bad thing is they force you to be under at least an 8-month contract. It used to be 1 year, but now it's only 8 months. But what they'll do is the first 2 weeks, actually 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how fast or how long it takes you to get through the driving school. But if you want to get a Class A driver's license, I highly recommend them. You want to get the experience behind the wheel as a team driver or solo, I highly recommend them. Swift does the same thing, but for some reason they're a little bit harder to get into. I'm not 100% sure. I think they're more into trying to retain their good drivers versus hiring a bunch of non-CDL drivers and having to train them, because it does get expensive. I'm not gonna lie. Getting a CDL is not cheap, and I'm going to cover that on the next one. But I'm going to get on to CRST a little bit more in the next video, and it's going to explain why I say about the Qualcomm PeopleNet issue.